Hey.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Your boy Jamin and Shadow. No
I got
Stubbs again this week.
no. I got my voice
He's.
back finally.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? Let me turn my volume up. Volume up.
I got my voice back
Oh, okay, yeah,
after about a week of not having one.
gotcha.
It was quiet around the house, so the wife was blessed for that. She was like, "Hell yeah, you can't talk anymore."
Well, you're going to be doing most of the talking tonight because I've never been to the Donny Smith bike show. You have several times,
Yeah,
so
I mean, you're
that's
not.
what we are here to talk about tonight. But let's get the elephant out of the room. Stubbs is having some personal issues that he is dealing with.
Yes, he is.
We don't know when he'll be back on the show, but I'm sure he will be back. So we
Yeah,
just get that out of the way and done.
we're gonna hold them to it. Um, we haven't asked about him going to Sturgis yet. That's way far off. We'll
Yes,
deal with
that's
that
up
when
in
it
the area
comes up.
for him.
Yeah.
We're still going.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, hey, it's already plans that can't be changed to me. You know.
I mean, I can change it. I can cancel mine if I have to, but I don't think I will.
Gotcha. How you doing, Steve? Dark Soul, Henry, Salty Badger,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Badger.
And
Evil Evil Rick in house, Dr. Harley in house, Gloria, Henry. Is
y'all just
Dawn in the
remember,
house, your wife?
Minnesota's the best state of every state we have, man.
He should sell the Mercedes.
He ain't gonna sell that Mercedes.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell it.
You know, he's afraid he might have to sell his bike, and I'd kick him for that one.
Oh yeah, definitely kick him for that one. I'd sell the Mercedes first.
Right, right.
But anyway, uh, back to the Donnie Smith Bike Show. Go ahead and tell me about it because I've never been. Like I said, I've never been to the.
Well, it's the largest bike show and swap meet in the Midwest.
Sorry.
I mean, it's pretty big. It's takes up the part, the river center and the whole next room to that, which is attached to the XL Energy Center where the Wild play. They played while we were in the bike show. So, and Dr. Harley thinks he wants to be a Minnesotan really bad. He keeps trying to talk like one. But it's a damn good bike show. We got there at 10:30 in the morning on Saturday. It opened at 10, and there was no parking. No parking close up. You had to go 2 to 4 blocks away to park for $30.
Damn.
Yeah,
That sounds like parking for our events downtown. Is it downtown?
downtown St. Paul.
Yeah, okay.
And luckily, it wasn't cold because I would have been bitching. But we walked it in. You got to go through metal detectors, and they had to put my chair on a tray because I was working the show. So then they had me go through 3 times, and it's like I told you, all 3 times. I told the guy I'm going to set it off every time I walk through. Made me walk through 3 times. Goes, can I pat you down? I said, like, yeah. And I wanted to make a smart ass remark.
Hellfire says there were some good looking choppers there.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of choppers there this year. Last year there was a whole crap load of them. This year
Right.
it was more old, um, oldies and custom builds mostly. And Salty Badger, um, he missed me by a day. I didn't see him on Saturday, but Sunday he was out there. His wife and his son had a bike out there. Didn't tell me what they look like, so I don't know if I got a picture of them.
Well, did you take any video?
No, no. Um, I was trying to spend the time with the wife while we were working and then walking around. Uh,
Doc Harley says, "Did you enjoy him patting you down?"
um, I just kind of looked at the guy and just said whatever, and then went on my way. You know, we were butt up. You know, where the American Legion riders were, they didn't come back this year. It was the CMA, A-Bait, and Dollaride all in one area. Then farther down, we had A-Bait's Young Riders program. They had a table out there. Uh, One of our brothers had his business was out there, Dark Knight, custom laser engraving. And one of our people in our chapter started up a whole new group called the Dakota Riders. So um, it's a great bike show. You walk in, of course, you gotta buy tickets. Um, a lot of clubs out there. As we're trying to find a place to park, I think I counted 40 to 50 people in one club come walking in through the gates. I couldn't tell you who they were. I knew what the patch looked like. It was round. It was white. I got in the bike show and I never saw him.
That's because you had a bike in the show there, Salty. $95 a day, he said.
Yeah, he had two of them in there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why he would have had to have the truck and trailer there, huh?
Right. If this group was in the swap
Don't
meet,
kiss the ball with your face.
then I wouldn't have seen him because
Sorry.
I never went in the swap meet.
The
The
Legion Riders,
the
yeah.
American Legion riders, these people.
Well, was it a bunch of vendors or um, were there a lot of people trying to win an award?
Oh, let's see. The bikes are what you can win an award for. Um, I'm not sure what their categories are, but you can get awards for them. But everybody who's in there is considered a vendor because you got to pay to be there. I think just for one little square booth, you got to pay $250, and we had two of them for the A-Bait. So, well, actually, one Dollaride was the another program for us. So
Yeah.
we just took it in the two and set it up. You know, but
Well,
when you
what were you
come,
guys? Were you giving away anything or just trying to sign people up for the Legion?
well, I was giving away free kicks in the ass.
I'm sure you got kicked in the ass.
Oh, the wife kind of jumped on my ass a little bit because I was gone for a good hour and a half, trying to look at bikes that were going up for raffle, and I only found the one. You know,
What's up, Peaches?
but no, it's A-Bait. Like I said, the Legion riders weren't there this year. It cost them too much money. They weren't getting anything in return for it. And the first thing I ever said was, well, you are kind of going toward one group of people. You're not like A-Bait where I was working, who's open to everybody, and you're trying to get
Right.
everybody and their sister to sign up. So, but that's what I was doing, sitting on my ass talking. People came up, then I got off my ass and talked.
Well, what I found at the Legion is it's mostly about drinking with with the guys that hang out there. That's my dealings with the Legion anyway.
Yeah, it's we'll get people coming in and want to be part of the Legion Riders, but as soon as you mention there's no drinking on the runs, they disappear. They want nothing to do with you because when you're drinking on a run with the Legion Riders, it's a huge liability. So um, it's hard for the Legion Riders to get people in. But A-Bait, I talk A-Bait all day long, and I can. Oh, was it last year? I got 6 people to sign up. This year I got 4 while I was out there. So when you come in, of course Steve knows when you come in. You got this big hall before you go down into the pit that I call it, and you've got leather vendors. You've got a guy who sets up right across from getting in. He's got a trailer camper that for your bike. Um,
Uh, what is a bit? That's for another show, Doctor Harley.
what's that? What's
He
a
wants to know
bit?
what a
What's
bit
a
is.
bit? I'll give you an a bit. They
Uh,
there's a guy there that has a camper trailer um, business that he's been trying to sell. He gets a lot of people going in, a lot of people looking, and they're a little big, a little heavy, but hey, they work. You know, um, Salty is a lifetime member of the Legion.
all the old guys at the Legion that I used to hang out at, they're not there anymore. They're either dead or not going to the bar anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, my Legion Rider group has got 9 people, 9, 10, and maybe 3, 4 of us show up at a meeting. You know, what do you do?
Not much you can do on, I don't guess.
No, no,
And, you know, you got to be the one that wants to be there. You know, if you don't want to be there, you shouldn't join. You know
right,
what I mean?
right,
I'd much rather carve a corner by myself than risk somebody next to me at 80 miles an hour.
right. So you get down into the pit, Jamin, and you got all kinds of vendors down there. You've got there's a company that builds trikes, and they've got the whole back end assembly sitting out there for you to look at and how it's designed and built and all kinds of wires and hoses and if no one's looking you can just whip it out and put it into a hose and take a leak you know
Well, it's funny you say that. XAN biker just put a conversion kit on his bike, made it a trike.
really
Yeah, yeah. He posted the video earlier. I was watching a little of it. It looks pretty sharp. From what I seen of it. I'm gonna watch
well
it after we get done.
I do most of my YouTube watching at work and seeing as I can't get a signal worth of crap at work I'll try to get it in here at home when I'm watching a show I'll
That
try to get it in.
that's a cool process. I've never served either, but I've tried to donate time at the Legion over here. So back used to anyway. I haven't for a few years. Like I said, I haven't been there in a while.
So I'm a big Legion rider and a big A-bait person. Well, not so big right now. I got an issue with
Safety
my
first.
cataract,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, they got business that was building trikes. They have I want to say Mister Wizard type. Um, that's a brand. They do wax cleaning, that ceramic finish that you put on the bikes. They got all them cleaning products. I think it was called Wizard. They weren't too far from us. Then you have a Bloody Mary, a company that does Bloody Mary mix and salsa mixes. I've got their name downstairs.
Um,
Speakers.
Salty Badger, can you see your computer? He wants to know if you checked out Herman Fabs or Heman Fabs. Kids are
Um,
getting it done. Well, are they teaching people? Is that what that is? Or
I walked by them. I walked by them.
you didn't check them out though?
No, I didn't check them out. I walked by them though. Um, if I'm right, they were up toward as you come in from the steps. We were where I was working. You had the a lot of customs right there. You had Street Build and a couple other custom uh, places right there. Donny Osmond. All right, dangerous.
They built frames, okay.
But
Oh, the hamsters.
yep, Law Tigers were there. They had a big, huge booth as you came in. Buffalo Chip was there. I was going to enter into their stuff, but I looked at the wife and said, "We're not going to be there to take advantage of this." So, because we're leaving on the 4th, and their stuff starts as Sturgis goes and goes to the end of the rally. I said, "We ain't going to be there for that." So, a lot of women bling was next to us. So I got to see all kinds of women's asses and stuff as they walked by. That was kind of cool. As you walk down to the other end from where we were, you had the rings. Didn't see patches or anyone sewing patches this year. I haven't seen that since before the pandemic. But then you had a lot of the clubs were at the farther end of us um, doing their things. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't a lot of clubs this year as there were in past years. So
Well, that's what somebody said earlier that there was a lot of one dominant.
it's always 1% dominant at the Donny Smith.
Right.
Always, always. Um, and I kind of laugh because you're walking through and you will see a certain club post up people at the swap meet entrance, at the stairs, um, at one corner of the building, at the other corner where the bathrooms are, in the middle, and they'll just sit there and they just watch and they watch. And I'm like, really? Is anybody going to be stupid enough to try anything here? But I guess it's to them, it's a safety thing, I guess.
Right.
For me, I don't understand it. I don't see why they need it. So
Steve said he needed a couple sewn on. He was disappointed.
yeah, the the one lady who did the sewing, she hasn't come back since the pandemic. So, but it's a good bike show. It is. If you're in the Midwest, go see it. You're not going to be disappointed. When I go through it, 2 hours. I've seen everything I wanted to see. I've done everything I wanted to do. I take 4 hours, work the A-bait booth. You know, it's a good day. It's a good day. The food's a little expensive, but you'll have a good day.
Well, what's it cost a normal person to get in?
$20.
$20.
$20. And if you're like me who works it, you go to your organization and get reimbursed. Unless they're sneaky and they come in and give you the wristband, then you get in and take it off.
Well, if you're going to do something, you got to pay for it. I mean, that's fucking life.
Right. What the Legion Riders did was every vendor is given 2 wristbands. So what the Legion Riders did was one guy would be in the booth come, you let him know you're there. You'd come up, he'd have a wristband, he'd put it on you, tape it, and you walk through, go down and to the booth, set your stuff down. Then you walk back up with an with his wristband, and you know, actually, what I did to get my wife in is I went out without my wristband, got my hand stamped, gave the wristband to her, taped it onto her wrist, and we walked in, so we didn't have to pay. But A-Bait doesn't do that, so
Well, where did you come from to go to it there, Salty? You said even with the travel.
yeah, I think he's in Wisconsin, I think.
That ain't too far, is it?
No, when I was talking to him, he said he's in Michigan. Okay,
Michigan, okay. Well, that's kind of far.
he said it took him 3 hours on Sunday when they packed up and left. It took him 3 hours to get to the Wisconsin Dells.
Gotcha.
You know. But I was hoping to meet Salty. I didn't get to meet him. Hopefully next year we'll get to meet. But
A
yeah,
Vizzy hard seltzer. What the hell is that? Has it got alcohol in it? Hard
yeah,
seltzer. I
yeah,
guess it would have alcohol in it, wouldn't it?
but
Only
yeah,
on Friday the
it,
13th this year. Oh yeah. Hey, watch the eclipse, guys. They're telling you to get 2 weeks worth of groceries and fill up your gas tank.
I don't see why the whole thing was going to last a few minutes.
Supposedly, it's what happens afterward. That there's a comet too that's going to be in the last time that happened, there was an earthquake. So they said be prepared is what they're saying.
So what they're saying is there's a comet that's going to be with the eclipse
Yeah,
that we knew nothing about. They didn't even tell us there was a comet coming.
they've said something about it. You just got to look up.
If I look up, I'll fall over.
I believe that. I really do.
I got to find my kickstand that prop me up.
Oh, I got to find my glasses.
You know,
Eight and
but
a
yeah,
half hours. If you go Google Maps. Mother Nature, 12 hours, 13 and a half on the way back because of snow and shit. Poor
yep,
guy.
yep. We had a blizzard on that Sunday. Steve came up Saturday, sat and talked with him for a while.
How you doing, Lolly? Testing some things in the Arctic that may cause issues. Yeah. Well, let's not conspiracy theory the show. Stubbs will be pissed.
No, I'll have to do that on my channel.
Yeah. We'll have to do another show on Rob's channel.
Right. But I've got now that I got my voice back, I'm not sick anymore. I got to get my Viking bag review out. As long as I
Right.
can get past that damn flipping smell that the bag has got.
I still haven't done my knife one. I've used the hell out of it though. Uh, I just got to videotape a couple of it, a couple uses of it.
Yep.
It's fucking pretty sharp. Cuts right through the airbag shit, man. But yeah, it's been hectic, man. Fucking trying to learn the computer at work, and I'm now not only running the loader, dismantling the cars, putting them away. Then I got to crush the ones that need to be crushed and delete them out of the system, so the government knows where they went. But yeah, it's been kind of hectic trying to learn everything. I never
Right.
imagined this dude fucking did as much as he does. But fucking
Damn.
yeah, they're breaking the jobs down. They're trying to teach. They're trying to have him teach three or four of us different parts of his what he does, but I have to learn it all.
Well, yeah, you're the smart one.
No, I'm not.
Hey, I
That's
was
what I
giving you
mean. That's
credit.
that's why that's why I've been so scarce on Discord, man. I've been trying to fucking pull all this knowledge in from this guy because he's been there 42 years.
Uh huh.
He deserves to retire, but we're gonna miss the fuck out of him for sure.
Right. So you're going to be the jack of all trades in the company.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had to know how to do everything, and these other three just have to know how to do their part.
Right.
I'm
So,
learning. It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm getting there. You know,
right.
you've got your glasses. Yeah, I wanted an inside job. You got that right, Gloria. I sure the hell did.
Wait. I read that as you wanted a hand job.
Yeah, dude.
Hi, Don. But yeah,
Hey,
if you
Terry,
get,
how you doing?
but if you guys get a
Glad to
chance and
see
you're
you.
out this way, come next March, come to the Donny Smith Bike Show. It's worth it.
Yeah,
And
I kind of wouldn't mind taking a weekend maybe and coming up.
well, from what I heard from a gal that I work with, she went on Sunday and she got to meet Donny Smith.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, what is he a bike builder or who the hell is he anyway?
Yes, he is a bike builder, custom bikes. He is one of the founding members of the Hamsters, and not the furry little four-legged creatures either.
Yeah, yeah, I
He
know
helped
who the
start up.
hamsters are. Now I know who you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he helped start the Hamsters, um, and the bike show from Dennis Kirk puts it on. They sponsor it, but they use Donnie Smith's name. He was there on Sunday signing autographs with somebody else, and I learned at the last event I was at here in town that Donnie Smith and the Hamsters meet at the bar and restaurant that I was at. My event was at every Thursday. So I might just go down there. If it's an evening, I'll go down there sometime and meet them. But if it's during the day, I'm working. Yeah, Paul Yaff, Donnie Smith, they were
Hey,
both
Chris.
there.
Right.
So um, I
Yeah,
wasn't there on Sunday, so I didn't get to meet them.
I met Billy Lane briefly one time down in Daytona. Really briefly. Yeah.
Like glimpse
Enough
and
to say, hey, this is Billy Lane.
hey Terry, how you doing? I haven't talked to you for a while. One of the bikes that I did take a picture of does have the hamster sticker on the windshield. So, and I'm gonna post that up on my channel on the Biker Roadhouse. I got a small video up of the bikes that I took pictures of.
Well, when are you gonna? Are you took video, right?
No video. I did
Oh,
not take video this year.
well, no wonder.
Like I said, I was with the wife when we were walking around. I was busy trying to find bikes that were being raffled on so they can take my money. You know, the Dirty Rotten Biker Fest, which I'm trying to get them to come on the show. I was talking to them while I was out there, and I couldn't get back to their booth to get them on the show. I talking to a guy. They got a bike that they're putting up. I think it's a '93 XL, some type of bike.
More
Uh,
than likely a Harley.
well, it's a Harley, but they put on them flipping numbers on their bikes. It's ridiculous. Um, the I talked to one guy and I said, "Hey, I'm so and so with the unaffiliated. I sent you 3 emails and I have not heard a response from you." And he sent direct me to the another guy who's more in charge of that. So I talked to him. He goes, I'm going to have a talk with my tech because apparently he's not doing his job. He's not checking the emails. I'm like, yeah, I contacted you guys 3 times. I want you to come on our show, the unaffiliated, to talk about the Dirty Rotten Biker Fest, to help get more people to come in if they're within the 5 states. I don't think anybody else will come if they're more than 5 states, because it's a 1 day rally. We don't have any multi-day rallies here, but I never made it back so I could talk to them, and I'll just send them another email. If they don't respond, then they ain't going to be coming on, I guess.
Well, as long as they remember you, they'll respond this time.
Right, right. I might just have to take some video and do a live out at the Dirty Rotten Biker Fest.
Yeah.
See how many people I can piss off. One guy yelled at me as I was leaving last year, and I don't know why. He just driving by, he started yelling at me.
Were you in a car?
No, I was on my bike, driving through a lot of loose sand. Before I left, there was uh, a couple that was leaving. I didn't get to see what club they're from because I was at a distance. But another gal was pissed off and clotheslined the gal that was on the back of the bike off the bike, and they were going at it.
Oh, you watched the fight break, a cat fight break out?
Yeah, I watched a cat fight. And then I sat there with some A8 members talking about it, giving commentary. But the bad thing about the fight was it took place where all the bikes were parked, and they took the fight right into the parked bikes. So,
Hey, DC, you said you were in Arizona Bike Week. How'd that go? Did you go see the Cruzy stunt show that was going on? Yeah, Cruzy Originals were going to have a stunt show or some shit.
well, Terry said, if I saw that right, her mechanic is a hamster.
Yeah, yeah, her mechanic is a hamster. Yeah.
That's cool.
Only downfall to Donny Smith's show was I took my wife and she was very observant.
Yeah, she's
You
very
couldn't buy anything? Dang, oh man. Should have been
oh,
trading some of that stuff.
salty. You should have just sent her my way. I could have distracted her for you.
Yeah. So when is you going to have the next episode of the Biker Roadhouse anyway?
Um, I have not decided because I'm on here weekly.
Right.
So
Yeah,
there's no
this show does take a lot. I know that.
there's no push to do a live on the Biker Roadhouse or on my personal channel. On my personal, I've been doing hippy dippy shorts. On the Biker Roadhouse, I gotta start getting into putting out some videos, get some pictures up there. Now that it's riding season, I can start doing some lives and get some topics going.
Right.
Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe
Well,
what if I run into Donny Smith by accident at the bar and grill that I was at? Maybe I can talk him into coming onto a show.
you never know unless you ask.
Right? I'm fingers crossed. From what I can tell, he's a pretty nice guy from what people say. And if he says yes, great. If he doesn't, oh well, you know. Um,
So, how many people overall you think showed up?
a couple thousand at least, at a minimum.
A couple thousand.
Yeah. You know,
What do you think, Salty?
and that doesn't include the people that are there for the hockey game.
Doesn't everybody watch the hippy dippy weather reports?
Yeah, I just
I
put
hear
one
he
up
almost
about.
drowned the other day.
Oh, I did my April Fool's one about a motorcycle being delivered in my driveway.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Then I woke up.
You had a April Fool's joke on yourself, eh?
My mind played one on me.
I did not have any problems this year with that daggone April Fool's crap, and I'm so happy. I usually get upset when somebody plays a joke on me.
Well, I got a few people in Discord. I said I got a new bike and posted a picture of my bike, and a few of them actually thought it was a new bike.
The place was packed. Cool.
Yes, it was. On Saturday, it was packed. Like I said, at 10:30, you couldn't find anything close. You had to go 2 to 4 blocks away to park. And you were lucky to get a spot if you're 2 blocks away.
Well, wasn't it cheaper to park 3 blocks away anyway? I
Four
mean, you
blocks.
said $30 for parking. I can't see $20 and then $30 on top of that.
Well, there was 4 blocks away, it was $20. 2 blocks away was 30. Across the street from where I parked was 35.
And when his Salty said it was 95 for his fucking trailer and truck.
Yeah, because he's got the trailer, so they're going to charge him more. Um,
You
but if,
neither. Good for you, Henry.
but if you got right across from the event, um, one of the guys that was working the booth with me said he paid $20. I'm like, you. I looked at him and said, "You are a fucker."
I don't know what the hell that is, guys. Somebody called me or something.
I don't know how Steve paid $15. I really don't. But all that gets reimbursed. My 40 plus, I get $70 coming back to me, so I ain't gonna complain.
Right.
And then next weekend, I go to ABATE U, which is a um, training for new officers, and they have their BOD meeting for their last quarterly um, business, and then I take over being chapter rep from there for my chapter. But I get reimbursed 100 and whatever dollars for my hotel room.
Sorry, guys. Somebody's trying to call me on my damn computer. You believe that shit? They won't leave me alone.
Is it Messenger?
It's actually off of fucking Discord.
Well, hang it up.
I'm trying. It's always something, isn't it?
I bet you it's Gloria.
No, it ain't that. It ain't Gloria, no.
Look at that. Salty thinks he's important enough to use a valid.
Answer it, she says. What, was it you, Donna? No, yeah, see, it's not Gloria, it's not Donna. Eight blocks had to be packed. Yeah, 8 blocks is pretty fucking bad.
But yeah, Salty had to. He thinks he's that important to where he's got to use a valet.
No, and it's not Stubbs either, sweetheart.
No, Stubbs
He
would come
should
on.
if it was him.
Hey, Shocker.
Hi, Shaka.
You should just answer it live right on the air.
Oh, that would be fucked up. No, no, no. No,
yeah.
I could not do that. No.
But Donny Smith, if you're here, go to it. You'll enjoy it.
It says I'm online is why he's trying to get a hold of me. Yep, see, it wasn't her either. Sorry, guys. I am so sorry about that. I will figure out how to make that call not come in next time.
Right. Well, it's all them solar flares that's fucking everything up.
It was you, Harley Pimp? Damn. I told him come join the chat over here. Let's see. We'll find out. Nope, it's not Dark Soul either, Don. Your Bluetooth speaker is turning on too. Weird.
Yeah, and Shocker couldn't come out. She
Yeah,
had,
you missed it. You missed it this year, Shocker. Poor girl.
yeah, she has a lot of stuff going on too. So um, I wish she could have came out, but
I'm
I'm
sure
glad.
she'll be here next year.
Well, I'm kind of glad you didn't, Shocker, because you would have been driving home in a snowstorm.
Yeah, Dark Soul was going through the mountains when we came on the air, so that he would have came on and joined us. But he's driving, so which is okay. You got to make a living somehow.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of, um, have you noticed gas? It jumped up from 324 to 359 in 2 days
And overnight, when
by me.
I left work one night. It was 329. It jumped up to 344 in a matter of
Yeah,
hours.
like I'm saying, it was 323 or 324 um 3 days ago, and this morning when I went by it, it was 359. I
Well,
couldn't believe it.
one station that I drive by is at 344. The rest are at 329.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. And they're saying that it's the couple they're switching over to summer fuel, and a couple refineries got hit by the snowstorm and got taken offline. So now they're getting back online, and that's why our prices are going up. The first thing I said was bullshit.
Next
It's
year's
bullshit because we don't have the refineries we need to keep us to keep the prices down, and they're not going to build more refineries because it takes what they say 20 years to build one.
well, speaking of, they need to build that new bridge, and how the the president said that the federal government is going to take care of the bill. They're going to build it right away.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't even care who did it or why it happened. But there's hints of it being a cyber thing that shut that ship off. Oh,
yeah. I saw the
trying to raise
video of
money
that
for his
ship hitting.
retirement. Yeah.
I saw that video where that ship hit that main support in the middle.
Donna said the same thing. It jumped 30 cents in 2 days' time. Yeah, that's what it did here. Dang on, Stella's up too? Fuck.
Well, screw Stella.
Um, well, this ain't a podcast, so
No, we're just strictly on here.
we're just yeah, we're not doing podcast shit.
Dark Soul can bring me my gas.
Wishful thinking, man. Shit, if he could get gas, man, I'd be driving to his house to get it.
I'd be camping right in the yard.
Hell, you'd run out all the gas just going to get it. Your wells got capped. $70. Oh, you had wells in your yard? Cyber didn't make charges go off in sequence.
So here's a question for Terry, because she's had wells, and I'm guessing it's the ones that go the up and down with the wheel, instead of those big ones. How much do you get from one of those? The ones that just pump that go up and down. How much you get up from one of those?
I've heard people say different prices, man. It depends on how much they pump out of it. I mean, if it's pumping 24 hours a day, you better be getting pretty fucking good.
Right. Well, I was in Texas, but in Oklahoma and Kansas, you see
Yeah,
those
wells in
little
Texas, okay.
ones that go up and down. And I looked up how it pumps, and you got a pipe going off underground to a reservoir. That's you know, I looked that up. That was pretty cool to see how that works. But
Well,
I seen
I've heard people say that it barely pays for their electric, and then I've heard people say they get checks for $1,000 a month.
yeah,
Thousands of dollars a month.
I mean, I seen one at the edge of a field, and the guy was out there tending to it, and I'm like, man, he doesn't look like he's making anything off this.
10 and 15K, now they're under $70. Damn. So yeah,
Dang.
it used to be worth the money. Now no, huh? No, Keystone is not just a drink.
No, it is a city in South Dakota, and you can pan for gold too.
Hashtag FBJ.
I think that's pretty cool, Terry. That you're you're doing that. Um, it sucks that you're only getting $70 now, but it's pretty cool. Um, it's a pretty neat process from seeing those little unmanned ones, just pumping away. Yeah, I wish I had some oil pumps in my family, but we don't have oil reserves here in Minnesota, from what I understand. But I got
Government
it.
cheese used to be top shelf quality in the 80s. I haven't
But
had government cheese since the 80s, so I couldn't tell
but
you.
I do have an ammo factory in my backyard.
An ammo factory.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I got. Well, I can't really say the name, but
Keystone Cops, yeah. I get it.
it has. Let's just put it this way: the name has to do with government,
It's happening, gunpowder.
if you think about it.
Yeah.
And it's right in my backyard. I just gotta. I know someone who works there who can get me my ammo for pretty damn cheap. My 9 mil, my 45, my 22 long rifle. I can find that out in the store like you can't believe. But
with with the prices on that shit, man, it's you can't go to the daggone range anymore.
no, because
You blow a paycheck up in fucking 20 minutes.
you buy 100 rounds for 30, $40 of 9 millimeter. You go to the range, and for 10, 15 minutes, you just shot a whole 100 rounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all depends on how long you're at the range, man. I got a buddy of mine. He used to go every week, and now he just goes like twice a month. But he goes out to a long range. He's got some nice guns, and he packs his own uh, 9 millimeter and small shells. You know, I don't know if he packs the big long shit, but yeah, he shoots one that's like 300 yards or some shit.
You know,
Doc Harley would know more about it than I do.
we've got a lot of indoor ranges here because you ain't got room for them outside. Makes
Primers are the issue.
yeah, um, getting primers for reloading is starting to become an issue.
Right. Well, I haven't talked to my buddy in uh, probably been a few months now. So yeah, I probably ought to talk to him and see what he's talking about on the ammo situation.
You know,
Let's
um,
go here. 30
another
states.
another reason why they said prices went up is because um, the oil people over there, Russia,
Okay.
they all slowed down their production. Russia's taking a hit because of people aren't buying their stuff.
Well,
And
that's
so,
because the United States is fucking, telling them that if you buy it, you won't get your money from us. So we shouldn't be giving their fucking them money in the first place.
right.
So don't
And
get me
why can't
started, Rob. Damn you.
so why can't we, America, start pumping out more oil to put more oil on in the market to bring that cost down more? Because Biden fucked that up.
Right. Powder's real high too, Rick.
One of
AK
these
rounds,
days,
74 rounds going for about $1 a piece.
right,
So that's $74 for 74 rounds. That what you mean?
one of these days, I'm going to meet Terry. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm going to meet her someday.
Well, technically, we're allowed to open carry here.
We can't. Well, we can open carry, but
His
if you're going to
name's
hide it, you
Bolo.
got to have a permit.
Did you see that? Oh, used to get powder for $13 a pound. Now it's $45 a pound. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand that. I mean, hell, Eagle Rick, you're fucking ancient. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I had to put a little stubs in tonight. Sorry.
I don't know
Tennessee,
how.
yeah,
I'm
constitutional carry there.
I'm curious as how many people in the chat here are going to come out to Sturgis this year.
Yeah, you'll be there, right? Process. Oh
Well,
yeah, he said he had to jump one of his trucks off earlier, man. Let me guess, it was the one with the big engine in it because you're driving the one with the small engine in it because it's a gas mileage.
so I guess we're going to meet Process because he's going to be there.
He's gonna be there, yeah.
Yeah,
Dark Soul waving at everybody.
Dark Soul's going to be there.
Harley can't afford it. Oh, he's not going to be in stir. Yeah, you got other plans
Well,
that you're going to do this year.
well,
Pipe dreams
he.
for the Jeanette
How,
twins. No.
hey Doc, how are you going to get me my bike if you're not going to be out at Sturgis? Just saying.
What are you going to win that bike that he's building?
He's going to give it to me.
No, he's giving it to that other place so they can get it.
I
Right
don't
on.
know how much is it. $100 a ticket? I can't remember.
No, he's going to be giving it away to the uh, Doc. Can you tell us a little bit about your giveaway? Let me do this real quick.
Well, if I got to go out to Massachusetts to get a bike, I'll have the wife drive me out there. I'll come back with it.
There you go,
Tickets will
Doc.
$100 a ticket. They'll be. So it's a pricey thing, but that bike costs a lot of money to put together, and all that
Oh
money
yeah,
is going right back into charities. So there you go.
right. I think it's going to be worth it. Hell yeah. I think it's going to be badass too.
Oh yeah, you know, I sometimes I get to sit and watch and see what he's talking about, what he's doing. So this Minnesotan does learn new tricks. Not often, but he does.
Well, I think it looks like it's going to be a rideable chopper for sure. You know,
Well,
just what I've
hopefully.
seen, what I've seen of it.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get a chopper and then park it in the garage and let it collect
Well,
dust.
hey, now if you think about it, most OCC choppers that they built back in the day, you couldn't ride them motherfuckers more than a
No,
mile or two.
nope.
I mean, come on, all bent over like that, yeah. Fuck that.
And they weren't even finished. You couldn't even run them
See
for
you later,
very.
420.
See you later.
Oh, I got a
Yeah.
cramp. Oh, I heard mustard takes care of cramps. I'm gonna have to take some mustard as soon as I get off the air.
All right, Jerry. We'll catch you later.
There you go. Homes for the Brave are going to be handling the raffle. There you go.
All
Right.
right.
Of
I don't
course.
want
That's
to.
what I'm saying. That most of the ones that OCC built, you can't ride. You know, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Fuck OCC.
Right. You
See,
know.
Terry, you out too?
Yeah. Her dogs are getting into it, so she had to leave.
Way overpriced. Yes, they were.
And
Now you can
process
get them
says
for like
he's
8 grand.
exiting through the gift shop.
Yeah, you can get them for like 8 grand on them. You ride your chopper for hours. You know, Stubbs is dealing with some personal issues at the moment, and we're not sure exactly when he's going to be back, but he will be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, potassium. All I know is I heard mustard works for it, so that's what I'm gonna try as soon as we get it off. Paul Senior's an asshole, huh? Yeah.
He is a huge ass. Did you see where Leno ripped OCC?
No.
He called their bikes a piece of shit.
Right.
He had one, and
Yeah. We hope he's good too.
he
How
had
about it?
one. What do you say? The tail light wouldn't work, and then he had other problems with it. He goes, "It's a piece of shit," but he has one, and then he went and got it fixed so that it works. And Paul Senior went off about that. It's like, well, don't make a crappy bike.
Well, you know bikes and beards, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the Geico bike, and he's having to put a lot more money into it to get it right to
Well,
ride it.
what they did was they built these bikes for big stars or companies, and all
Yeah,
they had to do was get them to build them and maybe start a few times while at the show. And they weren't meant to be started and rode. They're meant to start and be wheeled into these places.
yeah. Well,
That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do, and that's what they did.
if I'm gonna have a chopper built for me, it better be rideable.
Yes.
Hours and hours. You know what I mean? At least a gas tank's worth of riding.
Um, the last I knew process, Geico said they would insure it, but he's putting a lot of money in to get that sucker to run. I The last one I saw on that series, I don't know if they actually wrote it yet. I know they got it running.
Huh. They're eye candy only. Yeah, you get that right. Well, guys, it's been 60 minutes tonight. I'm going to
Yeah,
cut it short tonight there, Shadow.
yeah. I've got to get down to dinner. I don't know if the wife is home yet because I haven't heard the dogs. So
Right. Doc Harley's going to be on later, guys, if any,
yeah, he's going to be
you
on
guys
in
want to
30
pitch in.
minutes. 30 minutes.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, with that, peace. Love y'all.
Yeah. Peace out, and hopefully we'll have a better show next week.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll get it out. I'll get the thumbnail and all that shit handled beforehand.
Hopefully.
Okay.
All right. Peace out,
See you
everyone.
guys. Oh, come on. Not yet, it says.
Well, you know they're hearing you